Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. I'm really excited to open this up because it's from Maxace, and Maxace rarely sends me something that is not interesting. It's been a bit. I had another package from Maxace that I was super excited to open up, but when it arrived to me, it had already been opened and the contents removed. Man, that's irritating. I think I speak for everyone who has mail delivered, not just me as a content creator who gets, free knives for review. Yeah, if you steal things out of the mail, you're an absolute trash human being. Like, just eat a rake. Like, what compels you? God. Anyways, let's find out what's in here. Whatever's in here, I will link it right down below in the description. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me, and please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. There's absolutely no excuse for that. I will hear no arguments justifying it, but you'll get it for free. So it doesn't justify stealing out of the mail. Like, scum of the earth. God, there's a lot of, obviously there are worse things you can do, but just stop stealing things out of the mail. It's crazy. Okay, anyways, what do we have here? Obviously something from Maxace. Oh, we have a piece of tape. I'll tell you, when it happens to me, it's when it goes through customs. This is now the third time I've had something that was supposed to be delivered to me that was just removed during its transition through customs. So, I don't know. It's three strikes there. Not super happy. I'm sure there's plenty of good people who work in customs, but I don't know. Anyways, Maxace, what do we got? Oh, it's an OTF. This is unexpected. I thought that, wait, is this a new OTF model? Wow. Look at this. Interesting placement for the pocket clip. What is this called? Is this the new Medusa in MAGNACUT? Whoa, let's give this a shot. Oh, wow, what the heck? I got a note here. This one is a little bit easier to deploy. Interesting. I would still like to see a wider switch, but yeah, very cool. Definitely the same amount of power that I expect from, the OTFs in general. This is definitely in Microtech power territory and extremely minimal play. Now, not everybody's going to be on board with this blade shape, right? I think it can be, sort of the knee-jerk reaction is to say that the blade looks gas station-y or something like that. Sure, right? Apply that statement to whatever blade shape doesn't make you feel good. That's how it's used anymore. But I say this with almost complete certainty. There's probably different blade shapes, right? And probably different blade finishes. What I really like about this, number one, it's really cool that that's MAGNACUT, and if you're wondering, no, that's not Chinese MAGNACUT. That's MAGNACUT. Like, they bought it from Crucible, which is here in the US. Like, it's made here in the USA. Yeah, that's really cool. Now, I don't know what they're heat treating it to. Obviously, that's important. But what I like here is the inlay. Beautiful carbon fiber inlay there. I hate glass breakers, absolutely hate them. And every time I say that, there must be like a guild of people in support of glass breakers who get supremely offended every time I say that I don't like glass breakers. They've been putting a lot of pressure on me. They're like, we, the people of the Glassbreaker Guild, hereby demand that you reverse your statement. Shut up. I don't like glass breakers. I don't need them. If you need them, great. I don't like them. I don't like that it looks like my knife is it's like mid poop, right? They bother me. But okay, not that big of a deal, right? It's not hurting me. I just don't like how it looks. But interesting placement there, and it's in coordination, of course, with the pocket clip, which is also down. How does that work ergonomically? I don't know. I can't say that yeah, you know what? You know what's crazy is it actually moves the pocket clip up here above the pads on my hand, unless, if I adjust though, and if I'm being honest, it's right on the pads, which I guess isn't really, I say pads like where, where your calluses would be. I don't know. I'll have to carry it and use it and kind of see how I feel if I'm like applying a lot of pressure to it. But truthfully, it feels pretty good. Always impressed with Maxace's ability to produce a pocket knife. If you have never purchased a Microtech or a high-quality US OTF, but you have purchased some of the lesser quality Chinese OTFs, a lot of people who don't know will just assume that they're the exact same quality, and they are not. There's a huge gap. Like the ones, I always say this, the OTFs that I recommend that are inexpensive would be the Lightning, which is like $30, and then there was this massive gap of just absolute steaming liquid garbage. And then you get to the really nice USA stuff. So I've never really recommended anything in between because they've just been trash. But recently, Maxace released the Neptune at $108. And there is absolutely nothing that comes anywhere near that level of quality in the OTF world at that price point. That is far and away the nicest that you're going to get at $108. And it was smart for Maxace to tackle that territory because that territory has been dominated by the crappiest of the craptastic, in my very nose in the air opinion. But I don't know what this costs, but it's probably super duper competitive. I have no doubt that it's more expensive than the Neptune. I'm saucy today, huh? I'm going to go back and watch this upload and be like, whoa. You know what triggered me? I saw the Maxace packaging and I was like, yeah, the last one got stolen. And I got mad and I carried that rage with me to this video. So congratulations to the person who took it. You got me. You affected me. But it's probably, this is going to be a more expensive OTF than the Neptune, but probably still a very reasonable price tag. The other cool thing is that this is clearly in between the size of the Ultratech and the Combat Troodon, which is cool because usually you get one or the other, kind of. Where's my measuring tape? There it is. Overall length. Yeah, it's about 8. It's almost exactly the same overall length as the Ultratech, 8.35. And your blade length is 3.5 inches with 3.3 inches of cutting edge. So it's right there. I bet it weighs a little bit more though, and it does feel a little bit bigger. The frame feels a little bit wider than the Ultratech. Let's see what we got. Not bad. 3.77 ounces for 3.5 inches of blade. Real nice power there. Maxace always doing a great job creating. I think what I ultimately planned to say and didn't is that Maxace is one of the only Chinese companies that can properly execute an OTF. Everything else, it feels like it's made out of pop metal. It's underpowered. It's a direct ripoff of something from Microtech. The same OTFs over and over and over again are rebranded, right? If you didn't, if you're like, I got a nice one from Wish. Yeah, they've also been available on DHgate and Alibaba and AliExpress for decades. It's the same rebranded crap. It used to be, available for like $20. And then they figured out people were gullible enough to assume that it was a high quality OTF. So some websites, I won't say the brands that are pretending, will resell them for like over $100. It's amazing to me that this occurs. But yeah, it's just the same stuff. Like those super cheap imitations are $20 OTFs that are rebranded over and over and over again and sold for way too much. Don't get taken advantage of. It's, in my opinion, now I'm sure there's some other stuff out there that I just haven't looked at yet, but Lightning OTF and then bump up a bit. And in my experience, it's the Maxace Neptune. And then from there, you need to bump up into either Maxace's higher quality OTFs or their more expensive OTFs with the more premium materials, or go directly to the premium USA stuff. Again, I know that sounds nose in the air, but witnessing over the course of a couple decades this, like, those OTFs being rebranded is really frustrating. So anyways, thanks for letting me vent. Jeez, I need to not drink my coffee so fast. This is very cool, and I will link it right down in the description. Thank you so much to Maxace for letting me share this with everybody. Whoops. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.